Ms. McKinney? Good afternoon. Can you hear me okay?
Hi, good afternoon. I'm sorry my Wi-Fi wasn't connected, and that's why it took me so long.
Okay, no problem. All right. Good afternoon, Mr. Jones. I'll take yours. Am I getting you?
Emma, can you lock the bathroom door, please?
Mr. Jones, can you hear us? We can't hear you. That's a little better. Good afternoon. All right. Emily McKinley, McKinney versus People State of Michigan versus Emily McKinney, case number 20S00640. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Your Honor.
So for jury selection, defendant failed to appear on a warrant issued for the rest of that time, and judge's order to show cause for Mr. Jones as well. Everybody clear on why the bench warrant issued?
Pardon?
Are you clear on the bench warrant issue?
Yeah.
Okay. And did you want to address bond?
Your Honor, if I could address bond. Your Honor, as the court will recall, last week we had some rather inclement weather in the city of Detroit. I had transportation set up to and from the court for jury selection. Unfortunately, there was an issue with respect to my daughter's car, and I don't drive, Your Honor. And Ms. McKinney came down, graciously tried to pick me up. And what ended up happening was there were all these detours with respect to I-94 because it was still closed off. She ended up somewhere in the neighborhood of Harper Woods. We came back when we finally made it to court. Judge was rather late and we missed jury selection. I did call. I let the court know what my issue was. And that's basically it. She wasn't trying to miss. She wants to get this date over with.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Yep.
So I mean, it's a fluke thing, Your Honor. I mean, who knew?
I appreciate that. Okay. All right. Looks like August 5th was the date set for show cause. We'll set that for the same date and time as a pretrial hearing.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you available that day?
I'm available that day. I'll make myself available.
Okay. All right. That will occur via Zoom. So we'll get notices sent out to everybody.
Yes.
And the warrant for defendant's arrest is recalled by your parents here today, and your previous bond is reinstated with all previous conditions. Okay.
But it should be noted we did finally make it down there.
I understand.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Have a good day, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye.
Sam, and the main thing you need to worry about now, let's talk about the analysis. So we talked about the rule. Hit it and quit it. We talked about the issue. The issue here is whether. When it comes to analysis,
What's that? Okay. We're on a slight Zoom hiccup, it appears. Okay. Greg Keeler?
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
How well yourself?
Good.
Bill, State of Michigan versus Greg Keebler, case number 16S01004. Let's see what we have here. All right, looks like there was a plea in this matter in 2017. Part of that plea was to order to pay fines and costs. Looks like there were a couple of attempts with wage orders and things of that nature. Ultimately, the fines were not paid, so a warrant issued for your arrest after show cause. You understand that?
Yes.
And that's okay. I'm just being told this has been paid in full now. Is that right?
Yes, it has. Today I paid it all.
Okay. Now I guess we're done with our discussion because that closes the case.
Thank you very much.
All right, you have a good day, sir. Stay safe, okay?
You too.
Thank you.
Bye.
Brooks, you're still holding that? All right. Okay. There's monitor. Aaron Brooks? Mr. Brooks, you hear me? Can you hear me, Mr. Brooks?
Yes.
There we go. Good afternoon.
It's not on speaker.
What's that? Can you hear me? I could hear you a moment ago, now I can't hear you. Mr. Brooks, you there?
Hello?
Can you hear me, Mr. Brooks?
Yeah, I can hear you, but it's coming out the phone part, like it's not coming on the speaker.
I unfortunately can't tell you how to fix that.
Okay, but I can hear you.
You can hear me okay?
Yes.
All right. Phillips Lane Township versus Aaron Brooks, case number 21W00176. Alleging that on May 8th of this year on Harris Avenue E-Course of Lane Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, you did operate a motor vehicle at a time your driver's license was suspended. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty if convicted of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. You understand that?
Yes.
Were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
Okay, I got you. Okay.
Mr. Brooks, were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
No, I wasn't.
Okay, let me read that on the record for you then. You are about to court on a misdemeanor charge and have the following basic rights. You may plead guilty or not guilty or stand mute to the charge. With permission of the court, you may plead no contest to the charge. You have the right to trial by jury and the right to an assistance of an attorney. If this matter goes to trial, you have the right to call witnesses to speak on your behalf. You may get an order compelling witnesses to appear on your behalf. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you at trial. You have the right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. Should you choose not to testify, the prosecutor may not comment on your refusal to testify. And you are presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes.
If at any point in these proceedings you do plead guilty or no contest and your plea is accepted, you will not have a trial of any kind and will waive the rights I've just gone over with you. You have the right to be released on bond. If you're now on probation or parole and enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or jury, it may result in a violation of your probation or parole. You can be sentenced to jail and fines plus costs. Fines, costs, and other financial obligations must be paid at the time of assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for good cause shown. An appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days of sentencing or is permitted by court rule. Do you have any questions with regard to your rights?
No.
Okay. So as the advice of rights form indicates, at arraignment in this type of case, you do have some options open to you. You can enter a not guilty plea and request a pretrial hearing, allow you to come back and talk to the prosecutor about your case if you'd like. You can plead guilty today if you want, or you can stand mute or request to plead no contest. I can just sort of lay out what your options are. The public defender's here, and maybe they'll give you some advice as to what's best suited to your particular situation. I do see your license currently showing as revoked. Do you know what you need to do to get your license back?
No, I don't actually.
Okay. All right. I'm going to take a look through your driving record. In the meantime, I'll have one of the representatives in the public defender's office give you a little advice as to what you may want to do here with us. Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Amber here, student attorney, requesting permission to practice under Michigan Court Rule 8.120 under the supervision of Ms. Kalina Anderson.
You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. And Mr. Brooks, I would advise that that you stand mute and you stand mute and ask for a pretrial date just so you can see what you can do about getting your license back, to see if you can talk about any further possibilities of a lesser charge with the prosecutor at your next court date.
Okay.
Okay.
That sound perfect.
Okay. All right. We'll set this for a pretrial hearing. I'm just looking through your driving record as they were talking here. It looks like your license got revoked in January of this year due to 2 or more felony convictions in a 7-year period of time. So you'll need to get a hold of Secretary of State and find out what, if any, avenue you do have to a reinstatement on that. Okay. Okay.
Right. And I also want to ask, like, was there any way that that I can get like some type of court sanction, because I have a job that's in Canton and I stay in Ypsilanti, and sometimes it's hard for me to catch the Uber every day.
I hear you.
So,
unfortunately, courts do not issue licenses of any sort. We can't give you a restricted license or anything like that. Everything must run through the Secretary of State. So you got to start at their door and figure out what requirements they would have of you to go through a reinstatement process.
Okay.
What I can tell you though is you do have a couple of warrants, one in New Baltimore and one in Farmington. You know about those?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Make sure you get a hold of those courts and get those cleared up. Let's get a pretrial date for you here. We'll set this for pretrial on August 31st. Do your best between now and then to get a hold of the Secretary of State and find out what you can or need to do to get your license back, okay?
Okay, definitely. Thank you.
All right, you're released on a personal recognizance bond. Should you fail to appear for that court hearing, a warrant could issue for your arrest. That hearing will take place at 9 a.m. via Zoom. Are you still on Stansbury in Detroit?
No.
What's your address now?
2845 Bynum Drive, apartment 204.
You did just tell me you live in Ipsy. I heard you. Okay. That's 48198 there?
48197.
97. Okay. All right. We'll update that in our records. You should get notice of the hearing. If you don't receive something, as late as that morning of the hearing, you can always call the court for the Zoom information as well. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Ms. Brooks, you're all set. Stay safe. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Mr. Davidson, you can go and unmute yourself. You look at your screen, on the lower part of your screen, there should be a microphone icon there. You got it. All right. Good afternoon.
How you doing?
I'm well. Yourself?
I wouldn't do any good to complain, sir.
Okay. All right. Spiel Ypsilanti Township versus Mark Davison. This is case number 21W001418, alleging that on June 7th of this year, at Holmes Road, specifically 2580 Holmes, you did violate the township noise ordinance. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty if convicted of up to 90 days jail, a $500 fine plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that allegation?
Yes, sir, and I want to plead guilty and just pay the ticket.
Okay. Were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No, sir.
Okay. And the public defender is here for the purpose of arraignment. Did you want to get any advice from them before you enter a plea?
No, I just want to get it over with so I can pay the ticket.
Okay.
I was wrong.
Okay. You understand by pleading guilty, you are giving up your right to a trial.
Yes, sir.
In addition, you are giving up the rights you would have at a trial. These do include the rights to call witnesses on your own behalf, to see, hear, and question any witness against you, to act as a witness for yourself, or should you choose not to testify, the prosecutor may not comment on your refusal to testify. Furthermore, you are giving up the right to be presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Have any promises been made to you to induce you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Has anyone threatened you to get you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
Okay. And again, the public defender is here for purpose of consultation. Did you want to speak with them before entering a plea today?
No, sir.
Please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm? You do swear or affirm the testimony you provide today will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in the matter before the court today?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can lower your hand. Mr. Davison, is it true that on June 7, 2021 at 2580 Holmes Road in here in Ypsilanti Township, you had excessive noise coming from was it your vehicle at that time?
Yes, sir.
What was going on?
Well, I was just coming home from work and I had a new CD in my radio. I was unwinding. I live here in the complex and I just had it a little loud.
I got you. Okay. Would you agree that the noise coming from your vehicle would have been audible outside of the vehicle? In other words, people outside the car could have heard the music as well?
Well, I'm pretty sure they could. Yeah, he was sitting like less than 25 feet away. I have a neighbor that complains about our music.
I see. So. Okay. All righty. Is this the first time you've gotten a noise ticket?
No, I got one years back.
Years back? Okay. All righty. Same type of situation?
Well, yeah, I rolled past the cop and I had my music blasting.
I hear you. Okay. All right. Anything else?
I'm just an old man who like.
What's that?
I'm just an old man that like his music loud.
I hear you. I hear you. All right. All right. We just gotta ask you to keep it a little less loud. How about that?
That sounds great, sir.
All right. Anything else you want to say before the court imposes a sentence?
No, sir.
Okay, the court is satisfied with the factual basis of the guilty plea. Accept that guilty plea. The court will impose fines and costs in the amount of $175. Are you able to pay that, or do you need some time to pay it?
I need a little time. I'm on Social Security, and I just got paid and paid all my bills.
Okay. How much time do you think you need?
I can probably get it done in a month, about the 3rd of next month.
Okay. Put a pay-by date of August the 13th on here. All right. A little bit later on today, the court's going to email you a link to our online payment system. That's the easiest way to get it done. But if you have to come up here and pay it or want to pay it with a check or whatever, you can come in here. We have limited access to the building. But if you
I was going to ask you, am I able to come in and just pay it?
You can do that. Yeah, just call before you come up here because I mean, there's the hours at the front door is open are a little bit limited right now. Okay.
Okay.
All righty. If August 13th comes up and you still feel you might be short on paying it, let us know what's going on. Don't let that day go by without paying it or get in touch with us, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Davis.
Yes, sir.
All right, you're all set. Stay safe, okay?
Thank you. Have a great day.
All right, thank you. I just put a contact info sheet in the sleeve, so there may be the wrong one. Now let's see there. Or like the same thing twice. It would appear in the case.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Eduardo Trejo?
Yes, sir.
Are you in need of a translator today, sir?
No.
Okay. Ypsilanti Township is Eduardo Trejo. Case numbers 21W001412A and 12B. Two misdemeanor charges here. The first alleges that, or excuse me, one's a misdemeanor, one's civil infraction. The misdemeanor charge alleges that on June 7th of this year, on East Clark Addernear Ridge Road, you had an open intoxicant in a motor vehicle. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, a $100 fine, plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
Yes.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No.
Okay. So as the advice and rights form indicates, you have some options in arraignment here. You can enter a not guilty plea and request a pretrial. You get the opportunity to come back and talk to the prosecutor. You can plead guilty today as the charge. The court can accept a guilty plea on today if you like, or you can stand mute to the charge, or permission the court plead no contest. I can just sort of lay out what those options are to you. The public defenders here can give you some advice as what might be best suited to your particular situation. Did you want to hear from them?
Yes.
Okay.
Good afternoon. So I would advise that that you stand mute and that you ask for a pretrial date. And just so you can work on I'm sorry.
Charge is open intox.
Can you say it again? I'm sorry.
The charge is open intox.
Open intox.
Yeah. And the park curfew civil infraction as well.
Okay.
So, okay. All right. Sir, did you want to plead not guilty today, or do you want to?
Yes. Not guilty.
Not guilty?
Yes.
Okay. Are you on probation or parole?
No.
Do you have any other pending charges or warrants you're aware of?
And Wayne, yeah.
All right. What do you have going on out there?
I have OWI.
Okay. And when do you go to court next for that?
They haven't put up court for me yet.
Okay. All right. We'll set our pretrial here for August 31st. It'll be at 9 a.m. via Zoom, just like we're doing here today.
Okay.
So are you still on High Meadow?
Yes.
Okay. Court will get you notice for that hearing. Included in that will be the Zoom ID information for that hearing. Should you fail to appear for that hearing, a warrant issued for your arrest. You're released on a personal recognizance bond, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, you're all set for today, sir. Stay safe, okay?
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Ms. Robinson, can you hear me? Can you hear us? Look down your screen there. Okay, so go down the bottom there. Oh, maybe somebody else watches there now. Okay. You're just muted now, ma'am. The little red microphone should unmute you. There you go. Good afternoon.
Okay. Hi.
Bill Ypsilanti Township versus Kiana Robinson, case number 18W006854A and 4B. Misdemeanor charge of operating and having never acquired a license. You pled guilty to in 2018. Matter of sentencing in October 2018, for which you failed to appear any warrant issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
All righty. So what brought this matter back to your attention?
I am trying to get my life together.
Okay. All right. Are you still on Cross Street?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So indicated today's the date and time for sentencing on the operating and having never acquired a license. Looks like you did get a license in 2019 and subsequently has been suspended. Is that right?
No, I've never had a license before.
Oh, I apologize. No, that's your ID that's showing that. Okay. All righty. Are you working on getting your license? Is that your plan?
To the last judge that. I'm sorry.
What's that?
Oh, I explained to the last judge that I talked to that I was not supposed to be driving. My friend was in an emergency situation and left her car at my house. So I had to drive to take her car. And that's when I got pulled over.
Okay. I mean, to your credit, it does appear to be this is the only instance on your driving record period ever.
Yeah, I don't mess around on the road.
Okay. All right. Is it your intention to get a driver's license?
Yes, I am trying to, but they told me that I have to go through this before. I guess it's like some type of lift or something, hold or something on me.
Yeah, your ability to get a license has been suspended because you missed these court dates. So the expired plate civil infraction has a $390 fine on it. Are you able to pay some or all of that relatively soon?
I think she paid it already.
Let me double check it. I don't think so.
Because it wasn't my car, so do I have to pay that fine?
You were driving it. Yeah, you're responsible for the condition of it, whether it was expired plate or no insurance, whatever the case may be. That's your responsibility. So yeah, you would need to pay that. It has not been paid. It shows balance out, like I said, it's $390. So are you working right now?
Yes.
All right. What do you do?
I work at Subway.
Okay. All right. You think you're in a spot where you could pay, say, $150 towards it?
When do I have to pay that by? Can I do like a payment plan?
Well, how long would it take you to pay $150?
I'm not sure. I have 2 kids. I just had a baby 2 months ago, so I'm just like literally getting back to work.
I hear you.
How many fines will I have to pay total?
Well, I don't know yet. Like I said, we set sentencing back in 2018 with an eye towards you getting your license then, and then a possibility of some sort of a break on the fine if you got your license. And despite the fact that it's now 3 years ago, still willing to work with you on that if there's a realistic window of opportunity for you to get your license.
Okay.
So what I'm driving at right now is if you pay the $150, the court would issue both clearances. Now, that doesn't end these cases, right? But it would get you in a position where you go to Secretary of State and apply for a license. Did you want to try to do that?
You said if I pay the $150, the state will do what?
If you pay $150, that would get your clearances. In other words, your license would no longer be held up as far as you'd be able to apply for one. Then you can go to Secretary of State and apply for your license and move forward.
Okay.
once you have that license, you come back to court, that would be taken into consideration with regard to your sentencing. That makes sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So given that sort of plan, how long do you think it would take you to get that taken care of?
I could probably pay it within a month or so, maybe like a month and a half, maybe.
Okay. All right, let's set this out then for sentencing to September 14th.
And I have to have my license by then when I come back to court.
Well, ideally, but I mean, the court understands the Secretary of State's backed up and all kinds of things aren't working right now. So if you don't, we just need an update as to where things are, okay?
Okay. And who do I pay to?
14B District Court. You want to get a money order for the 150. Make that payable to 14B District Court. You can either mail that in or drop it in our drop box out front. We do have limited hours where you can come in and pay it in person, but preferably either mail it or put it in the drop box. Okay. Make sure your name is on the money order so we know how to match it up to the right tickets, okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll set this for a hearing on September 14th. You're released on a person for recognizance bond. Should you fail to appear for that court date, a warrant would issue for your arrest again. You understand that?
Okay. So I don't have a warrant anymore right now?
That is correct. You do not. Your license will remain suspended until you pay the 150, but you no longer have a warrant. Okay?
Okay.
All right, we'll see you back in September, see where things are.
Okay, September 14th at what time?
9 a.m. via Zoom. So the court will send you a notice with Zoom information. As that court date approaches, if you do not receive that Zoom information, call the court and they can give you over the phone too, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
All right, Mr. Sanders, you can unmute yourself.
Did I do it? Is it right?
Yep. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Phillips Lane Township versus de jure Bond Sanders, case number 20T00112. Let's see, this matter was set for a pretrial hearing August of 2020, for which you failed to appear and a warrant issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay, I see that bond was posted recently in this matter. Where did you get arrested when you had to post a bond?
I got arrested coming back from Midland County Fair off the highway. My car had broke down and we caught a flat tire, and the state police ran my girlfriend's name and my name, and I had a warrant.
Okay. All righty. Let me get on the right screen here to deal with this. Hang on just a moment, okay?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Looks like we have a telephone number for you that ends in 6472. Is that the best number to reach you?
64, yes. 817-6472.
Yeah. All right. Are you still living on Randolph Street in Saginaw? Oh, you muted yourself again. There you go. Are you still on Randolph in Saginaw?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. The reason we collect telephone numbers and email addresses is the court may reach out to you via text or email to let you know about court dates and things like that. Is it okay to use it for those purposes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right.
I would actually kind of recommend my cell phone number because I have a lot of emails going on with like different jobs and dealing with a child support case as well. So I would like recommend it for them to just text it to my cell phone rather than emailing it to me, because I would have to go through a lot of emails just to even.
Okay. We've actually just recently launched a texting program. By the time your next court date comes along, you should be receiving text messages about it. Okay.
Okay. Yes, sir.
All right. Okay. Just as a reminder, when you were originally arraigned on this case, the court entered a no contact order with regard to Amber Martin. All right. You recall that?
Yes.
Okay. And just as a reminder, that means absolutely no contact, no indirect contact to family or friends, no text message, email, social network posting, telephone contact, or any contact of any sort. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. Bond has been posted in the matter set on the warrant, so the court will continue that bond to assure your appearance at future court dates. Matter will be set for a pretrial hearing on July the 28th at 9 a.m. And that'll be via Zoom, so the court will send you a notice, as I indicated. If you don't receive a notice shortly before that hearing, you always call the court and the clerk can give you the information over the phone too, okay?
Okay.
All right, bond is continued as posted and subject conditions placed on the record, and you're all set.
Yeah, thank you. You said that was July 28th at what time?
9 a.m.
Okay, I'm going to write it down right now. Yep, thank you.
All right, thank you. You're all set. Deja Smith?
Yes, thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hill State of Michigan versus Deja Smith, case number 20S00-044. The allegation of this matter is that on July 7th of 2019 in Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, State of Michigan, at or near 1259 Elmwood Drive, you did being the owner operator of a Chevrolet Cruze, a vehicle with respect to which insurance is required by state law, did operate said vehicle on Elmwood without having in full force and effect insurance as required. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of not more than 1 year in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do. Can you tell me the make and model of that vehicle again?
It indicates a Chevrolet Cruze.
I'm not the owner of that vehicle.
Okay. Well, let's see. As with any criminal case at this stage anyway, you are presumed innocent until the prosecutor proves otherwise beyond a reasonable doubt. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Were you able to read and sign the advice of rights form online?
Yes.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No.
Court will have you stand mute to the charge, enter a not guilty plea on your behalf, and take a petition for the public defender to represent you in this matter. I have a telephone number ending in 9959. Is that the best number to reach you?
Correct, yeah.
Okay. And the iCloud email is the one we used today to reach you. That's good too?
Yes.
Okay. And you're at Cliffs Landing?
Yes. That's where I'm yep.
Do you rent, own, or live with family there?
It's my grandmother's house.
Okay. Do you have any minor children?
Yes, I have an 11-year-old and a 6-month-old.
Okay. Are you currently employed?
Not at the moment.
You currently receive any state assistance or have any other source of income?
I get food stamps, but that's about it.
Okay. The public defender is appointed to represent you. Are you currently on probation or parole?
No.
Any other court cases you're aware of?
Yeah, I have upcoming court dates on the 12th and the 13th. One is outside of 14A3 for failure to do jail time, and then the other one is for a citation that I got in Canton.
Okay. All right. Looks like you also have a warrant in Romulus. You aware of that?
Yes, I am aware of that. After I since it's just a lot of court stuff going on for me right now, so I'm just trying to take care of this right now, and then once I'm at a good spot with this, I plan on taking care of my Romulus.
I hear you. I just want to make sure you knew about everything. Okay.
Yes, thank you.
All righty. And I see you did post bond recently. Where'd you get stopped when you had to post bond, or where'd you get arrested?
In Canton off of Morton Taylor near Jerry Road.
Okay. That was just traffic matter or something like that?
Yeah, just I was doing 37 and a 25.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay. All righty. So you did post bond and the amount order on the warrant. So we'll just set this matter for a pretrial hearing and continue that bond. Pretrial will be set for August the 5th at 9 a.m. That'll be via Zoom, just like we're doing here today, but it'll be a different Zoom ID number. The court will send a notice out to you, including that Zoom ID information. If you've not received that, as that court date approaches, you can always call the court and the clerk will give you the information over the telephone as well. All right. And then on the phone number you gave us, is that a cell phone?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And for both the cell phone then and the email address, is it okay if the court sends you text messages and emails about your court dates?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Bond is continued as posted. Pretrial will be set for August the 5th at 9 a.m. via Zoom, and you're all set.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You do the same.
Megan Jimenez?
Yeah. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Phillips Lane Township versus Megan Jimenez, case number 19W001028. This is a misdemeanor alleging that on February 10, 2019, Ypsilanti Township, Washington County, state of Michigan, on Michigan Avenue, at or near Burbank, you did operate a motor vehicle at the time your driver's license was expired or canceled. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, a $500 fine, $100 fine, plus court costs, or both. You understand that allegation?
I do understand.
Were you able to read the advice of rights form online?
I was.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No, I don't.
Okay. So as the advice of rights form indicated, you do have some options at arraignment. This is a charge you could enter a not guilty plea and request a pretrial for, or you may plead guilty today and the court can dispose of the case that way, or you may stand mute to the charge or request to plead no contest. I can just sort of lay out what your options are. The public defender's here with us and can give you some advice as to what might be best suited to your particular situation. I do see your license is currently suspended, and that is because of this case, it looks like.
Yeah.
And then there's a financial responsibility suspension too for a civil case. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. All righty. Where do you stand as far as getting that taken care of?
Well, that's I've been trying to get in contact with the Secretary of State, and I just haven't been able to get a hold of anybody. Their hold queue is always so busy when I call, and so I'm not sure what I need to do to get that resolved. That is out of Pontiac here, like in Oakland County.
Okay.
So this is, so I'm trying to take care of that, and then obviously this issue as well, so I can.
Okay. So that one, I think, well, yeah, I mean, if I'm reading this correctly, stems from a civil case. Were you sued about a traffic crash or something?
It was a car accident.
Yeah.
When I was uninsured. Yeah.
Okay. So you may have better luck getting a hold of the attorney who sued you.
Oh. Okay.
And talking to them because they're the ones that are looking to get paid. That would take care of, to get you on the right road to taking care of that, I think. I mean, this is not legal advice I'm giving you. I'm just
sure.
I think that may be helpful to you. Okay. So, but the public defender is here, and they actually can give you legal advice. So let me have them chime in and talk to you a little bit about your case here.
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good afternoon. I'm sorry.
Good afternoon.
But I would advise that you just stand mute and request a pretrial date. Just so we can, if you get an attorney or if you have one of our attorneys appointed to this case, we can further discuss any possibilities on this charge.
Okay, so how does that basically, how do I rectify the situation of getting my license unsuspended? I mean,
sure. So what we can do is, I mean, you can, you have, like I said, you have some options here. I mean, either way, I mean, if you plead not guilty today and we set this for a pretrial hearing, based upon the condition of your driving record right now, the court would give you permission to pay your clearance up front. Now, that doesn't end the case, but it would get you your clearance on this part. You still need to deal with the other matter that we discussed a moment ago.
Right.
But that would at least get you a step closer. So it's clearance fee is $45 that you could pay, and that would clear this case. It doesn't end the case, but it would get the clearance taken care of, so you can go apply for a license at that point in time after you take care of the matter in Pontiac. I believe you said it was.
Okay.
Or you could plead guilty today, and that clearance would be part of the fines and costs.
Okay.
you have any further questions for the public defender that can answer?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sorry. So what does mute mean? I just don't say anything, and then
no, that's basically you're just entering in a not guilty plea.
Oh.
Yes, ma'am.
But how would I enter? I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I sound stupid, but like I just don't know what that, like how could I enter in a not guilty plea if it was suspended? You know what I mean?
So right now, just to move forward, we're just going to stand mute, which is entering in a not guilty plea. Just because trying to put this in the right way.
If I can jump in for a minute. Good afternoon. So when you have these types of traffic cases, if you stand mute, the judge will then enter a not guilty plea and set this case over for a pretrial. If ultimately your license is clear or you're able to clear it up, the prosecutor might reduce the charge to something that does not carry any points on your driver's license. So when you stand mute, that just means that you're not addressing the charge at this time, and you're asking the court to set a pretrial, which would be the next hearing date in the case. At that time, we'd be able to talk to the prosecutor to see if we can get a reduction in the charge for you, try to save you some money on your license, on fines and costs, and some points on your driver's license if possible. So it's just a way for you to keep all of your options open until you make a final decision on the case.
Okay, I understand now. I'm sorry.
Okay. All right, not a problem.
That's perfectly fine. That's we want to make sure everybody understands what's going on, and that's why we have great folks in the public defender's office here to give that advice, because I can't.
Right.
So,
I understand now.
Okay. All right. How do you want to proceed today?
Okay, so then I'll go ahead and I'll go forward with the standing mute, and then would I be able to take care of that $45 or whatever fine it is today? Would I be able to pay today to get it moving forward, or what do I do after today?
So in order to do that, you do have to pay $45 either in cash or with a money order. Are you still in Clarkston?
I am.
Yeah. So you can simply get a money order made payable to 14B District Court.
Okay.
It has to be certified money because we just simply pass the money on to Secretary of State. So $45 money order made out to 14B District Court, and make sure your case number or name are on that money order so we can match it up appropriately. Okay. A week or so after you mail it, just call the court and make sure that it got applied to your case and the clearance was issued, and then you'll know that's done.
Okay.
Then you go back to the Pontiac case and deal with and address that and figure out what we will be required to get that clearance. And once you get that one, then you go back to Secretary of State and apply for a license. Okay.
Okay.
So we'll set this for a pretrial here on September the 14th. That'll be at 9 a.m. via Zoom. The court's going to send you a notice. Included in that notice will be the new Zoom information for that hearing.
Okay.
If you've not received that for any reason, by the time that court date approaches, you can always call the court and quickly give that information over the phone as well. Okay.
Okay.
I've got a telephone number here that ends in 4094. Is that the best number to reach you?
That is.
Okay. And is that a cell phone?
It is.
Okay. So the court is working on texting people for notices. Is it okay if the court texts you information on your case?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. So watch for either for mail or text messages regarding the notice in your case and Zoom information. You are released on a person recognizance bond. The warrant is recalled by your appearance here today. Should you fail to appear for a future court date, a warrant could issue your arrest again. Okay.
I understand.
All right. You're all set for today, ma'am. Stay safe. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. You as well.
Thank you. Just give me somebody else. Huh? I'm still right back in the waiting room. Good afternoon. Your name, please?
Tequila Travis. Tequila Travis.
Travis?
Yeah.
Give me just one moment to get your file, okay?
Okay.
All right, here we go. Phillips Lane Township versus Tequila Travis, case number 19W001074. All right. Looks like we last saw you in November, set a pretrial hearing for January of this year. Matter was adjourned a couple of times out, ultimately failed to appear, and then wouldn't warrant you for arrest in March of 2021. Do you understand that?
Could you repeat that? I'm sorry.
Did you hear me?
Yeah, I'm gonna turn my volume up. Okay, what you say now?
You failed to appear for a pretrial hearing in March, so a warrant issued for your arrest. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's correct.
Okay. Let's see here. Have you been able to get a license yet?
You said, did I get, you know what? Let me get somewhere a little bit more quiet. Hold on one second, because I'm at work right now. Hold on one second.
Ms. Travis, you there? There she's gone. Anybody else? Not connected. Kyle Eissinger? You're muted there. Just look for that microphone icon there and unmute yourself.
There we
go.
go.
Good afternoon.
Hello.
All right. Phillips Township versus Kyle Eissinger. Case numbers 21W001219A, 19B, 19C, and 19D.
Wow.
There are 2 misdemeanor charges here. The first alleges that on May 14th of this year on Rawsonville at or near Snow Road, you did operate a motor vehicle at the time your driver's license was suspended. That is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of convicted up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. You understand that?
Yes.
The second alleges the same date, time, location did fail to stop and identify yourself at a property damage crash. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court cost, and restitution or accommodation of those penalties. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The other 2 are civil infractions for expired plate and no proof of insurance. I'll get back to those 2 in just one moment.
Okay.
As to the misdemeanor charges, were you able to read the advice of rights form online?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions with regard to your rights?
No.
Okay. So as the advice of rights form indicates, you do have some options at arraignment. It's a charge you can enter a not guilty plea and request a pretrial hearing on, allowing you to come back and talk to the prosecutor about the situation. Or you can enter a guilty plea if you'd like. Court can dispose in the case on a guilty plea if you'd like. Or you can stand mute to the charge or request to plead no contest if you'd like. I can only tell you what those options are. The public defenders here can give you information as what might be best suited to your particular situation. I do see your license is currently showing as revoked. Do you know what you need to get your license back?
Yeah, it's revoked.
Yeah. Do you know what you need to do to get it back?
The state has been jerking me around so bad. They keep on saying something about back taxes, and I don't understand how that goes with my driver's license.
All right. Let me see if I can find anything that might be helpful to us in your driving record. In the meantime, I'll have the public defender talk to you about what option you may want to pursue here.
Okay.
Hello. So today, I was just advised that you stand mute and ask for a pretrial date just to see what you can do about your license, to see if you can get that corrected, just so you can further talk to the prosecutors and see any other possible outcomes or possibilities for this charge.
So you think I should do mute, you said?
Yes.
Okay.
And just request a pretrial date.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
That you like to do, sir? That you like to enter a not guilty plea today?
Yes.
Okay, court will enter not guilty plea and set the matter for pretrial. While the 2 of you are talking, I did take a look through your driving record. So you're revoked due to 2 or more substance abuse convictions in a 7-year period.
Yes, sir.
As of October of 2013. So you need to go back through a restoration process with Secretary of State on that to get that squared away. All right. Is that something you intend to do at some point?
Yeah, I've been trying over the years, but like I said, the Secretary of State, and I'm just so confused on what they're saying. I don't get it. Because I had originally, like 3 years ago, went down to Detroit and actually paid off all kinds of fines and went for the reinstatement, and then it gave me a letter, and I took it to my local DMV, and they told sorry about it.
There you go. Okay.
And yeah, it's just a big mess. I'm so confused.
Okay. Are you still on Pine Drive in Van Buren Township?
Yeah, 27.
Okay. All right. And let me check one other thing here. We have telephone number here that ends in 1809. Is that your cell phone?
365, yes.
Okay. Is it okay if the court sends you text messages about your case to that phone?
Sure.
Okay. All right. So we'll set this for a pretrial here on September 28th at 9 a.m. via Zoom. The court will send you notice to including the Zoom information. As that court date gets closer, if you don't happen to receive that Zoom information, always call the court. The clerks can do that over the phone. You may want to look in your local area there, so you can find an attorney that specializes in driver license restoration, and consult with them. This may be something you need to get some assistance walking through the process of. Okay.
All right. Yeah, because like I said, it's just confusing.
Yep. All right. You're released on a personal recognizance bond on the misdemeanor charges. The civil infraction charges will be set for a pre-hearing conference on the same date, time, and location. And you're all set.
All right. Thank you so much.
All right. Yep. Thank you. Stay safe.
You too.
September 28th. I have a Galaxy 515G. Can you unmute yourself and identify yourself, please? Oh, it isn't Travis. Okay.
Nicola Travis.
Okay, there you go. All right, we got you back. Okay. Give me just a second. These other files marked up, and I'll be with you in a second. Okay.
Okay.
Let's make sure we're aligned on questions.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. Travis. You there?
Hi, how you doing? Sorry about that.
Okay, no problem. All right, so I saw your license is currently suspended. Do you, let's see, what do you need to get your license back? There's some clearances paid there. Those are cleared. Okay, that was an interim sense. Okay.
How much money do I have to pay?
Well, nothing right now. I'm just looking at your driving record. So you have your clearance on this case, but you have another case, and I just need to match it up to see what court that's in. It looks like Romulus. Have you been in touch with them about the ticket you have out there from, looks like last year?
Yeah, I'm at work right now, but as soon
Lost her again. Yeah. Rachel Walken.
Yes, sir.
Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
All right. So since you don't have the benefit of seeing us, let me tell you who's on the call here. I'm Mark Nelson, the magistrate at 14B District Court. We have representatives from the Public Defender's Office on the call as well, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
These are case numbers 21W001398A and 98B. One misdemeanor charge, one civil infraction. The misdemeanor charge alleges that on June 5th of this year, on Michigan Avenue at or near Ridge, you did operate a motor vehicle at a time your driver's license was suspended, which is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty if convicted of up to 93 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that allegation?
Yes, I do.
Were you able to read the advice of rights form online?
I don't believe I received anything.
No problem. I'll read that to you on the record here then this afternoon. You have been brought to court on a misdemeanor charge and have the following basic rights. You may plead guilty or not guilty or stand mute. If you stand mute, a plea of not guilty will be entered on your behalf. You may plead no contest with permission of the court. You do have the right to trial by jury and the assistance of an attorney. If this matter goes to trial, you would have the following rights at your trial. You may call witnesses to speak on your behalf at trial. You may get an order compelling witnesses to appear for you. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses against you. You have the right to be a witness for yourself or to remain silent. Should you choose not to testify, the prosecutor may not comment on your refusal to testify, and you are presumed innocent unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. If you do plead guilty or no contest and that plea is accepted, you would waive your right to trial and would waive the rights associated with a trial. You do have the right to be released on bond. If you are now on probation or parole and enter a plea of guilty or no contest, or a finding of guilt is made by a judge or jury, it may result in a violation of your probation or parole. You can be sentenced to jail and fines plus costs. Fines, costs, and other financial obligations imposed must be paid at the time of assessment, except when the court allows otherwise for good cause shown. An appeal to circuit court may be taken within 21 days of sentencing or is permitted by court rule. Do you have any questions with regard to your rights?
No, I do not.
Okay. So I'm looking at your driving record here, and it shows your status is currently revoked. Do you know what you need to do to get your license reinstated?
No, I do not.
Okay. Let me just take a quick look through here and see if I can figure out what's going on. While I'm looking at your driving record, I'm going to have the public defender come in and talk to you a little bit about what might be best suited for your course of action today. Okay.
Okay.
Good afternoon. My name is Amber Harris. I'm a student attorney working on behalf of the Washtenaw County Public Defender's Office. Today, I would just advise you to stay on mute and just request a pretrial date for your next upcoming court hearing, just to see what you can do to resolve your license being revoked and just to further see if there can be any talks with the prosecutors about any possibilities of a lesser charge.
All right. Ms. Walken, did you understand that?
Yes, I do.
Okay. How'd you want to proceed today?
I would like to set for pretrial.
No problem. Okay. As the two of you were talking, I had a chance to look through your driving record. It looks like you had an examination, Secretary of State, in June of this year, and the decision there was to continue the revocation. Did you get a letter about that?
I'm sorry, you said I had a reassessment this year? I went to reassess this year?
Well, there was a date on for you set on June the 14th. I don't know if you attended it or not, but they set it for you.
Yeah, I had no knowledge of that. I didn't know that.
Okay. All right. Are you still living on McKean Road?
Yes, I am.
Okay. They should have sent you a notice in the mail or something like that. So I think you probably need to get a hold of Secretary of State and find out what you need to do to get that rectified, if anything. And you may want to, you may have to consult with an attorney that specializes in driver license restoration. You may need some help walking through the process too. Okay.
Okay.
All right. We'll set this matter for pretrial on September 28th. Give you a little time to explore those avenues, see if you can get some answers about what's going on. You are released on a personal recognizance bond. Should you fail to appear for that court date, a warrant could issue for your arrest. You understand that?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, that hearing will take place via Zoom. You'll receive notice of that hearing prior to that hearing time. If for any reason you've not received it or can't find it, you can always call the court. The clerk can give you the Zoom information over the phone too, okay?
Okay, sounds good.
All right, you're all set. Stay safe, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Good afternoon.
Hi, sir.
Andrew White?
Yes, sir.
All righty. Phillips Lane Township versus Andrew White, case number 21W001307. The allegation here is that on May 24th of this year, Phillips Lane Township, Washtenaw County, state of Michigan, on Whitaker at or near Huron Drive, you did operate a motor vehicle at a time you did not have a license on your person. A misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty of 90 days in jail, a $100 fine, plus court costs, or both. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No, sir.
Okay. Taking a quick look at your driving record here. Was your license valid on May 24th?
Yes, sir. I actually have it in hand as well.
Okay. I'm reviewing your driving record. That is consistent with what I see here. So pursuant to instructions from the township prosecutor, when somebody presents with this charge and with a valid license, the court will dismiss the case. Okay.
Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate your time.
Yep, you're all set. Stay safe. Okay.
Thank you.
Thanks. Myra Smith.
How you doing?
I'm well. Yourself?
Good. Thank you for asking.
Give me just a second, okay?
All right. Just want to double check, make sure I'm okay.
All right. Let's see what we have going on here, Mr. Smith. This is People of the State of Michigan versus Mario Smith, case number 14S00588.
How you doing, Honorable Nelson? I was just saying how you doing. I was just saying how you doing.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yep. Yep. I'm well. Okay. Let's see what we have here.
All right.
All right. Looks like this is going through a series of show cause hearings with a balance still owed on this matter. Does that sound right to you?
Yeah, it does. And the way I found out about it was trying to go to Secretary of State, and I found out about what's going on. What I'm trying to say is I would never neglect and just leave out on some serious as that, because I know the ramifications for it. So I found out late. I actually didn't know that I needed to take care of any of those show cause hearings. I thought that I was finished with everything before I left college in Ypsilanti and came back home. So I would never run out on nothing serious as something like that. So I found out a Secretary of State, and I found out about the balance, which I would have been paid over all that time, and the case, which was shocking to me because I was trying to get my license, and it's like, okay, I got other prior matters to take care of. So
I appreciate that. Okay. Are you on, is it Dunnellon and Macomb? Is that where you're living now?
Yes, that's my address, 46603.
Okay. All righty. All righty. So looks like the balance right now is the $879. Are you in a position to pay some or all of that, or where are you with that right now?
Well, I was going to ask you, Mr. Nelson, is it possible for me to see about any leniency with that amount or anything?
Go ahead and ask. What do you think? What's just tell me, pitch it to me. What's your case here?
It's out there, but I was going to see if I could just pay half.
Pay half? Let me see what we got here. Because I mean, some of the stuff is,
anything is good for me. I appreciate it.
Okay.
But,
let me see what we can do here. So you made some payments. All right. Let's see.
Because I can go ahead and have that mailed out tomorrow. Yes, 1 second, baby. I'm on the phone. I'm on an important meeting, okay? I see you. Have a good day. Have fun. Sorry.
Oh, you're fine. Let me run a couple numbers here. See what we got here.
Okay.
1, 2, 3,
all right.
4. $470. Okay. Okay. All right. So if we take out the late fees and warrant fees, that's $470. Can you swing that?
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Mr. Nelson.
All right. And when would you be able to pay that?
I'm going to go ahead and mail it off in the morning. Because I'm not in.
You'll mail it tomorrow, you said?
Yeah, I'm in Macomb now, so I'm just going to go ahead and mail it off.
Okay, no problem. All right, we'll give some time for that mail to happen. As long as we have the $470 paid by August the 13th, the court will waive the remaining balance and issue your clearance, okay?
I'll put it in the first thing in the mail tomorrow. You said $479?
470, 470.
470. Thank you so much. And then after that is paid, I'm all set with no warrants or no type of anything.
Yeah, the warrant's done right now. It's recalled by your appearance here today. The clearance will issue as soon as we have the funds are paid. What you want to do is after you mail it, give it about a week or so, give the court a call, make sure the payment came in and got applied appropriately.
Okay.
Make sure, presumably you're getting a money order, make sure you make that payable to 14B District Court and write your case number and name on there so we can match it up.
Okay.
All right. Do you have your case number?
Could I have it real quick?
Yeah, no problem. Ready?
Yeah.
14S.
14S.
Yep, S and Sam, and then 00588.
588.
Yep.
So I have 14 S as in Sam 00588.
Correct.
You said put the case number and what else on there?
Make it payable to 14B District Court and put the case number and your name on it.
All righty. I had a quick question for you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Just because I'm not familiar, on this particular type of money order, I don't know if you can say it. That's my name. That's my signature right there.
Yep.
And the top it says pay to the order. So I put 14B right there, correct?
Yep.
And it's under my signature, it has a line for the address. Am I putting the court's address or my address?
You could put if that's going to be an address window, you can put our address there. You don't want to put your address on it. Or if that's the only space you have left, you can put the case number there.
Okay. Good, because it says the court, the name, and then it said address. I just want familiar if it's my address or just the actual court address.
Yeah, I'd actually use that line to put the case number on for this purpose.
Okay, put the case number on there?
Yeah.
All right, then I'll just have the address on the envelope.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Thank you so much.
No problem, Mr. Smith. You're all set, okay?
All right, have a great one.
You too. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Your name, please?
Oh, Sam.
Hello? Number ending in 5762. Your name? Is there anyone on the line? Okay. Mr. Elrod, so. Let's see if he's got a shirt on his face.
There's two or ones that keep coming in and out.
Okay. You got to pull over there, ma'am. I'm not going to talk to you until that car stops.
Pardon me?
Pull over your car. I'm not going to talk to you until your car stops.
Pull over. Okay, they're pulling over.
Okay, you're in a place where you're safe now?
They're pulling over.
All right, are you driving?
Pardon me?
You're driving, right?
No, somebody else is driving. They're pulling over.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were the driver. They can keep driving. That's fine. I thought you were driving.
Well, I still want to pull over because I like to watch when somebody's driving and then.
Okay.
I'm
let
in
me
the
know
car.
when you're off the road there.
Here, you can go now. Okay.
All right, your name, please.
Trita Guyton.
Okay, give me just a minute. Get your file, okay?
Pardon me?
Give me just a second. Get your file, okay?
Okay. Here, right here. Right here. Okay, now.
All right. Phillips Lane Township versus Trita Guyton, case number 21W001242. Misdemeanor charge alleged on May 17th of this year on Ford Boulevard, Adder Parkwood. You did operate a motor vehicle at a time you had never acquired a license to do so. That is a misdemeanor carrying a maximum penalty if convicted of 90 days in jail, a $500 fine, plus court costs, or both. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Were you able to read the advice and rights form online?
Yes.
Do you have any question with regard to your rights?
No, sir.
Okay. So the advice and rights form indicates you have some options in arraignment. You can plead not guilty and request a pretrial hearing, or you can plead could plead guilty to the charge, or you could stand mute to the charge, or request to plead no contest. I can just sort of lay out what those options are to you. The public defenders here can give you some better information on what might be best suited to your particular situation. I see you paid a handful of clearance fees right after you got this ticket, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we'll have public defender come in and talk to you about what might be best for your particular situation. Okay.
I would like to know, I acquired my permit now too. I have my permit also now.
Oh, yep, I see that. The temporary instructional permit. Yep, I see that. Okay. All right, Ms. Harris.
Yes, good afternoon. So I would just advise that you stand mute and just request a pretrial date just for further discussion with the prosecutor.
That's fine.
Okay, Ms. Guyton, when will you have your license? Do you know?
I take my road test July 13th.
Okay.
So hopefully I'll get my license after that.
I bet you will. So let's set this up to a date after that. Set it for August 31st, okay?
Okay.
All right, let's see. Are you still on George Place?
Yes, sir.
Okay, we'll set it for pretrial on that date. Let me just check one more thing. We have a phone number that ends in 8156. Is that the best number to reach you?
Yes.
Okay. And would you like to receive text messages from the court about your court dates?
Yes.
Okay, we'll set that. It's a new program for us, so hopefully we'll get it set up for you. But we're working on that. Okay.
Okay.
All right, you're released on a personal recognizance bond if you fail to appear for court, a warrant issued for your arrest. You understand that?
Yes.
All right, you're all set for today. Stay safe, okay?
You said the court date is August 31st?
August 31st at 9 a.m. Yep.
Yes, thank you. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you so much. Stay safe.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Bye. Is that it? Is it not coming back in? Did you admit him? Oh, there it is. Okay. Mr. Elrod, you there? You there, Mr. Elrod?
Does it work?
Yes. Yeah. You hear me? Can you hear me?
No.
You got a bad connection. We can't hear you.
Right on. Yeah, it's working now.
A little bit better.
Great.
A little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Phillips Lane Township. Yeah, a little bit. Phillips Lane Township.
Can you hear me,
Elrod, case number 17. Yeah, just, yeah. Oh. All right, sir, you don't have enough bandwidth to make this connection work. I don't know if you can hear me or not, but you're going to have to come on a different date when you have a better connection. Call the case 117-00136. Defendant's unable to connect. The warrant will continue with bond previously set.
Can I schedule that with you right now?
Your connection's not good enough. I can't hear you well enough to proceed with the hearing. Call the clerks and get a new date.